Hey guys, so I figured I'd go through every single binder and the entire collection that I have of my photo cards. So first here we have Icon. So this binder is just going to be Icon. The mob cards I do have split up. Bobby's will be with Icon and then Minho's will be with winners. So if I was to, for my photo cards, the two brands that I like to use is Ultra Pro and BCW is also really good, but I'd probably say like 98% of my collection is in Ultra Pro sleeves. But yeah, my Icon collection hasn't probably really changed too much since they haven't really gone album crazy since their debut. Where they had a billion different cards with these stickers, the Polaroids, and then the photo card. But there it is. It's gonna be a minute. I flipped kind of slow, I guess. I like how they did like a red set and a green set. It made me think of Christmas. It still does. And then we have their new albums. And then they started doing like some stickers. I know Bobby's solo one has stickers in it too. These transparent cards, I've been wanting to put like white pieces of paper behind them just to help them stand out and they're easier to see, but I just haven't really gotten to that yet. Not too many groups have done transparent pieces, at least out of the ones that I own. And then here's Bobby's solo cards and stickers. So now we have Icon Summertime Collection. I know they did a wintertime too, but this one they did like little Polaroid cards and some larger cards. For the Polaroids, I'm pretty close to almost having the entire set, but the ones that I'm missing, I put these little white cards in with descriptions of what the card should actually look like. So if I ever go online to try and get them, I know what they should look like since they aren't numbered or have any identification really on the actual cards. So that kind of made it a little bit hard to look at it. Good thing they give you like a little cheat sheet thing, which is what that very first card was. And then they have these larger photos. These ones I do believe have numbers on the back somewhere, so you can know which one they are, but I don't know if I'll ever collect all of those ones, but yeah. Then this binder, we've got Vicks NB1A4. Vicks is probably one of the one groups I really tried to complete the whole collection with when I first started collecting. It was like BTS, Vicks, and B2B, I think were like the first groups I started collecting. But it's pretty close to being complete-ish. I'm basically missing the Hyde, the Jekyll, and like that Rock Your Body cards. Other than that, I think I have just about all of them. Well, except for their Shangri-La album. Not too many, those ones have been hard to find. I'm not sure if not a lot of people bought the album, so there's not a lot of cards, but oh, and then CD plates. I was asked why I don't like CD plates. I think it's like when I look at CD plates, I just naturally cringe like, oh no. It's because I have to use a CD plate to download the music, and playing it ends up making a little mark on the CD. That's how, like, I think, I'm not sure if it's true, but from what I read, that it leaves like a mark so people can know if you actually use the discs or not, or if you ever wanted to like return it or something. But the Vicks Chained Up is probably one of my top 5 favorite photo card sets. The album, of course, is 100% amazing. It's one of my favorite Vicks albums, but I loved the whole concept and idea followed through into the photo cards with the whole slave contracts and then the other item, I can't remember what it's about off the top of my head, but the photo cards and just 100% visuals, amazing. And then this album, Hawkins was the hardest one to get for this album, the third out of the 3. But like I was saying, the Shangri-La, those are the cards that I got. Thank God my bias fit, Leo, from the Kino set. But I was trying to make custom sleeves, which is why they're not in there. They're sitting down in my craft room. The cards. The Japanese set, I don't know if I'm going to buy all of them. I probably need to condense it down, but they're usually Japanese releases are pretty hard to get, to find photo cards of. And of course, all the concert stuff I keep at the end. We have VixLR, one of my favorite subgroups. I have a couple extra, or one extra, of the standees because mine got damaged. So then I like the Vix, how they had the only couple cards needed to make a picture. Other groups are getting way too crazy with it. Don't make me have to get like 15 photo cards to make a picture. It's not going to look pretty on a 9-pocket sleeve. The B1A4. Aw, Sweet Girl. Special place in my heart. It's the first album I ever bought was Sweet Girl. I believe it was the flower one too. And then after that was VixLR. It was the second album I bought. But little Japanese solo and season greetings. But there we go. BTS, my #1 group. So their collection's pretty much going to look the same, except for like the new album pieces, because I haven't really changed anything. I've had quite a bit of their collection for a while. I do want to change up the School Love Affair cards, though. I want to put them in like a 3-pocket sleeve, because I tried to see if you could do 4 before. You won't fit it on a one sleeve. I do need to get the edition cards, but that'll probably be a while. Those ones are a bit expensive. Ah, Dope. I'm so glad that they came out with Dope photo cards. I think Dope was like the turning point where BTS was really catching on. Plus, it's also the first one I always show people. You want to look at K-pop? Oh, maybe you should watch BTS's Dope. And then Love. It's gonna be a while probably before I start collecting those. There's just a lot. It's too many. I'm surprised at how many of the Japanese cards I have, though. Not these early ones, but the later on ones. I have quite a bit. There we go, see? I almost have all of them. Just missing these. For Run. Japanese cards and like these concert cards are usually the last ones that I try to collect just because they're always more pricey. But I have a lot of those ones because I think I bought a couple boxes for those. Or something. Maybe it was the Mustards. I can't remember. And then these are in custom 2-pocket sleeves. They fit just right. And then I think Suga might need to become my bias because every time I get new albums and stuff, I always get Suga. Like, it's almost guaranteed every time. So I feel like he's trying to tell me something, like he's asking to be my biased. So I might just have to cave in. But the memory ones, those are going to be a while. Those cards look so pretty. I love that photo book. I've looked through the Wings concept photo book like a handful of times. And then here we have the zip code muster cards, and then the red bullet. I bought a bunch of these back when I first started collecting BTS too. I was like, oh my gosh, $10 for a card? That seems so cheap. No, it's like the expensive end. I've seen photo cards, like when I first started collecting, they were like $15 each. I'm like, oh god. Think of that, 15 times 7 members or something. Wallet killers. Photo card collecting is the wallet killer. Not so much the albums. It's the photo cards. Well, it could be the albums if they come out with like 18 versions. A lot of these I just buy. I find if you buy about 5 packs, usually you can get a pretty good set. So that's what I've been trying to do with the musters and things like that when I buy them. I know they just came out with another set not too long ago, but I haven't been able to get some of that merch yet. I was sad when they ended up canceling my order for the Love Yourself merch. I really wanted that bracelet. These ones are my favorite. I love their outfits. Oh, the mustard. Oh, that's the one I bought duplicates of. And these are in custom 4-pocket sleeves, so they won't fit in your normal 4 pockets. And then I don't think I'm really going to be collecting the big cards. I like the little ones that fit in the 9 pockets really nice. But the big ones, I'm not sure. I might if I like the photos. I have a little bit of everything for BTS. Wings Tour. These cards come in with like the binders for your tickets and things like that. The stamps, adorable. And the Puma cards. I love their Puma commercials. And the BBQ advertisement stuff. And then just some fan-made transparent cards. Before I knew what official and non-official cards really were, I bought those ones. Made a lot of mistakes when I first started collecting, so. Alright, what does this one have? BAP, EXO, and B2B. I need to condense my BAP collection down. I don't think I'm going to collect them all like I first thought I would. I have like 3 but a trillion sleeves for that album, the Carnival album. And these are the ones that make the picture on the back. Let me see if I can fit those in a 2-pocket. I hate cards in 1-pocket sleeves, especially like this with all that extra space, because they will start to curve. And I don't like it. Don't like it. Blue. Ego, one of my favorites. Japanese cards are always a little expensive. It's not too many people actually collect the Japanese albums. They just collect the cards. So you see a lot of people will try and they'll only sell the cards with an album. It's kind of smart because then you kind of get rid of 2 for 1. And then this is my beginning collector days when I cut out the pictures of all the photo cards and put them in the sleeves too. Because it was kind of like my checklist. Like I own 0 of the I guess Hugs and Kisses albums. But I have like a picture of all the photo cards in there. For EXO though, I am not collecting photo cards for the members who left because I didn't really get into EXO or K-pop really until Chris had already started. I think he was already gone, and then the other two were starting to leave or something like that. So to me, they've never been part of EXO, so I have no attachment to them to even want to collect their cards. I know a lot of people started selling the cards once they left the group, but I think EXO's perfect just the way it is. But Lay, I don't know, he kind of seems like he's leaving EXO too because he hasn't been on the past few albums. But this is one of my top 5 favorite photo card sets too. The War and then the other one with the comic book. Ugh, I flipped when they had the comic book. I hope they do this again. I mean, it did say to be continued on the back, the very last one. But this is a custom sleeve I made so I could flip through it like it is an actual like mini book. So I really loved it. I learned a lot when making that sleeve too, which helped me a lot with my GOT7 one. After I'd made the EXO one, I learned a lot, and I was like, oh, so I kind of tweaked how I make the GOT7 triangle card one. Then B2B, still, you can tell if it was my craze moment. I'm just too lazy to take the cards out now at this point. Why do what now, what I can do later, right? Just keep pushing it off. B2B is like Cube Entertainment's like the #1 company that's huge with these CD plates. I don't know too many other groups that do it that aren't with Cube Entertainment. Well, I mean, Monsta X did some. The moment BTS does CD plates, I think I might cry. Please don't. CD plates are just awkward to collect and store. That's also why. And then a lot of people don't. They just sell the CD plates. And then it's like, what do you do with the album now? A lot of people just collect the cards and things like that. And not so much the albums. Because you can get the albums digitally for like 1/3 the cost. On the D-ring size binders. I love those. Yeah. Flipping small packs. Gosh. This one does not want to go. I'm going to grease those things. There we go. Alright, what's in the next one? Oh, there we go. GOT7. I was talking about theirs. Alright, alright. Here it is. I don't have anything. I don't even have that album, but I have it in the binder. Made me so sad when I found out my card is already scratched on the back because I want my collection to have the non-scratched off stuff. So usually when I'm building custom sleeves, I'll put them all in just one pocket sleeve together. I need to make that into like a 3-pocket. But yeah, so I just stack them all in one little pocket sleeve together. It makes it easier for transporting, but GOT7's been driving me up a wall. Their photo cards. I mean, do we really need 3 different sets of photo cards? No. No, we don't. I'm content with like 1, maybe 2. Gosh. It's like, we love GOT7. You don't have to make me buy 40 albums just to get the whole set. Please. Oh, here's the triangle cards. It brings back flashbacks, like good memories and bad memories. Figuring how to put that thing together. Ugh. Rip my hair out. But it ended up coming out really, really nice. I really like how it turned out. But I'm going to kind of hold back on collecting GOT7 now for a little bit just because they are coming out with so many photo cards. I'd rather work on some of my other groups. But these are from a stamp set, which is so cute. I love those little stamps. And then Astro. I think I might condense Astro down as well. At first I wanted to kind of collect them all, but they have like 3 photo cards per person per album, which is too much for me. So a lot of the time with albums, I'm happy with whoever I get, especially unless I'm like hardcore passionate about a group like I am with BTS and Monsta X, where I just love every member and I just love the group. Is like they're like my biased groups, so I follow them quite a bit. But like with Astro, I thought I'd be like the same way, but it's just too many photo cards for me. So I'm probably going to condense it down and just keep whoever I get and then just collect at least my bias, which is Jinjin, who was my bias wrecker because Rocky was my favorite, but he bias wrecked. So now it's Jinjin. And then we got Snooper. I think they did pretty good on the unit. Then we have Shiny, aka just Taemin's solo stuff. And then the one of one album of Shiny, that's like it. NCT! Yeah, I'm like silently applauding. Love NCT. They make my brain hurt though, with the whole unlimited group member people. I'm never gonna keep up. Because Win Win was my favorite. And then they're like, unlimited people. And then I met Lucas, came in. And then Mark's been amazing. So I think I'm allowed to have unlimited biases for NCT if they're going to make their group unlimited sized. So just to make it fair. And then 7 o'clock. Oh, I love those photo cards. I really like artistic photo cards instead of the selfie style. Because I'm like, no. I want everything to go together. Everything needs to match the concept. That's why I really like the chained up collection set. I wonder if they're actually called MXM or Brand New Boys. But Ace, they need to come out with another album. Love it. Their last 2 have been so good. We're getting stuck on Shiny. Let's go. Flip that binder faster. There we go. Like the struggle of my life trying to close this. Alright, what we got in this one? Stray Kids. I actually finally watched the show. I had to hunt for it. I had to go to 3 different sites to watch the whole thing. But we got day 6. I've stopped watching the show. I think Jay's on it now, the After School Club. I don't watch it as much as I used to. The Mob. They need to do another one of that. For sure. I need to move that winter collection thing towards the end. But, oh god. Flashbacks. I got so much hate for these past 3 albums. Because I did not like the packaging. Photo cards are nice though. I love the Luna graph. Luna transition-y cards. I hope more groups do those though. They're really nice. When I think of winter, the first song that comes to my head is the Really Really and Fool. Probably because those are like my favorite winter songs. Well, Fool's my number 1. Attention. I feel like I'm like reviewing / reacting to my own video. Because when I actually record these, I basically look at my monitor and flip through just to make sure glare isn't there. So that's why I kind of move the sleeves a little bit, because it looks like it's glaring from what I can see on the screen when I record. So I like didn't really pay attention when flipping through these, so it's like I'm seeing it again for the first time. Jackpot. I want to collect all of those. I really do. They're so cool looking. And then Bass Stars needs to release another album, because I love them. And then my love-hate relationship with 17, because I love them now. I didn't really like them when they first came out. They were too, I don't know. Like, it makes me think like the girly concept, but the male style. I didn't really like it. But I collected it anyways because I really like them now and I want to support them. So I'm like, well, I'll get the albums. Maybe it'll grow on me. Because that's what happens with some girly concepts and girl groups. They have to grow on me. Plus, collecting all of 17 would be a nightmare. I'm just saying. 13 photo cards every time. Ugh. It's like XO all over again. But going 17 is like the moment when I really started to like their music. And then each album after that got better and better and better. And now I'm really, really enjoying their music. Like the past 2 albums have been like 100% really, really good for me. My style. On point. What's the phrase everyone always says? Oh yeah, like snatch your wig. Oh, I loved this one. Photo cards are really, really nice too. Those were from the little envelopes that you got. Ah, Stray Kids. I'm loving them. Their music is so different, but I love it. I wish I had more than one sleeve for those Stray Kids though. And then some of these don't have cover sheets yet because like Samuel doesn't really have like a logo from what I can tell. And I haven't found anything really cool looking with like his name or anything like that, so I haven't made a cover sheet. That's kind of the case for a lot of these newer like groups because a lot of groups came out after Produce 101. They just, if they did well on the show, the companies probably just pumped them out. But oh my god, the on-off cover sleeve thing's upside down. Oh man. I only like actually put this stuff away like once a month. So I usually put them all in protective sleeves and then put them in like a little tiny corner where they sit till the end of the month. And then I put them away. I'm lazy like that. Oh, my favorite, one of my favorites, Monster X. Oh, they have some beautiful cards. This is what I'm talking about. Consistency. Great cards. I got Sad. They came out CD plates. And the only card I'm missing is that X one. I'm not going to get it for a little while. I know someone told me on eBay. It's like one person is selling it. But nope, I won't get it just yet. I think my cover sheets for the Guilty are switched. I'm just too lazy. And then the white album cards, those are like the only ones I'm missing. Ones that came out of that version. But these are special place in my heart. The first custom sleeves that I ever made. I think they came out really, really nice. I was so happy. Love making these. This is like my joys. Making custom sleeves. Because it's really, really creative and I don't get to be creative at work. I basically do customer service all day talking to people. So getting to like do this is, I really enjoy it because I love doing art creative things. It's like a stress relieving outlet for me, so I love it. It's like every time I look at a new album though, I'm like, can I make a custom sleeve with it? But if not, I don't want to push it. Keep it simple. But with the code ones, I just threw them all in sleeves at this point. I'm going to wait till I get more or all of them before I resituate that, but I'll probably just do the solo images and then the unit ones. I'm really close to finishing these ones, the little Polaroid ones. I have a couple duplicates that I accidentally bought, but it's almost done. I figured they'd be the hardest to try and collect since they were like limited pre-ordery type thing. They only came with so many albums. And the horrible CD plates that still look amazing. And then their latest album. I laughed so hard editing this one. When I was going through the photo cards and I'm on the last one, I was really hoping to get I Am seriously at least on one card. But I just flipped it over. I'm like, ugh, Juhan. I just started laughing so hard when I edited that. I was like, girl, what is wrong with you? I was like, stop talking. But yeah, BTS and Monsta X are the only two groups I'm collecting the Japanese releases for now. Just because it can get so costly to buy all the versions. And of course I have to get all the versions. I don't know, it's like a compulsive thing. So I'm like, what if I don't get it? And I had something amazing. I'm gonna be so upset. Plus I think you guys kind of like the fact that I get all the versions. Because then you can kind of really pick what you want. Oh, this one has a lot. The binders get thick. Oh yeah. Makes me so sad that he didn't stay with Infinite, but I did get his solo album. Support. That means no more Infinite Age. Aww. I was hoping for at least like one more release. 10 Stories. I'm in love with that title track. Oh, I love this. I basically grabbed my Monsta X Photocard cheat sheet so you can see it. Oh my god. I don't know why I do half the things I do in these videos, because when I watch them back when I edit, I'm like, I just shake my head sometimes. I'm like, what? I'm like, why did you say that? What are you doing? Another thing I really don't like though is standees. It's kind of like a love-hate thing because I want to use the standees, but I don't want them to end up getting damaged or anything like that. So I love them because I think they look cute and they could be useful, and I hate it because I hate the fact that I'll probably damage it, and so I have to put it in a sleeve. And then of course Cube Entertainment, loving their CD plates. Come on. Those were one of my favorite photo cards too. That Pentagon ones with the cool lens effect. They're on point. Those were on point. And then what do we got next? SF9. Still waiting for their other album to come. Their limited edition-y one for their Mamma Mia. Whenever I hear the word Mamma Mia though, I think of the musical. Like their song will play in my head, but I'm picturing the musical. The American movie. And then, Triple H needs to come. They need to come out with another album. That one was real good. I was gonna swear for a minute there, but not allowed. Then B.I.G. with Make Star. Ooh, and 24K did too. They both came out with Make Star things. I had no idea what Make Star was until someone put it in the comments, but I backed both of their projects, so I'm really, 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 really excited for those. And then Astro did one too, I think. And Impact. I think they just dropped a music video. I keep seeing them pop in my feed. I just haven't clicked on it yet. And then 2 p.m. Big Bang. I don't have too much at Big Bang. I haven't really collected their stuff much. I really, really, really want to get the GD Top album though. And Victon. They have a double-sided photo card set, which was for a can't remember that Welcome to Victon class thing. Love it. You're gonna get 2 photo cards for the price of 1. And Halo, 100%. It's still sad that I was really hoping they'd come out with another album real quick, but probably not with the passing of one of their members. Because they did really good. I can't think of his name that was on the unit. I thought he would have made it too, because he was doing really, really well. Plus, I was amazed that he could sing so high-pitched and dance at the same time. Alright. Now the challenge of flipping it all back. So here is my female group. Yep, my female group binder. Put them all in together. Probably because I don't have that many female groups. There's probably like 2 to 3 male group debuts to 1 female group ratio. Because they just pump out male groups like crazy. Female groups don't seem to last as long as male groups either. From what I know, sometimes I see female groups and I like never hear about them much anymore, or a group that's been out for like a couple years and I'm like, where'd you come from? Like CLC, they had released a couple albums before I even found them. I didn't find them until their Crystallize album. But my Twice is all probably out of order. But I like the fact with Twice that with their album you get like a complete set. I know it's like a special one. I don't think they do it all the time. Like you have to pre-order it or while supplies last type thing where you get a little packet of all of them as a photo card. So I really like that. So I'm probably not going to really collect the ones that come in the album since I have almost like a complete set. But I love that they do that. Oh, I just put these ones in like color order. I don't even know if they're all in the same. It's like I try to keep it, notice things like birthmarks and things, but there's probably some that I accidentally mixed up. Because I don't know Twice too well. I don't follow them that much. Red Velvet's kind of become my favorite female group. It was 4 Minute was my number 1 group, but now it's Red Velvet because their music has been really, really good. And I don't think AOA's done anything in a long time. Or it feels like a long time. We got Mamamoo. Then they don't really have photo cards at all. The one I have is from, can't remember the website, where they do signed albums. It's like a meet and greety thing-ish. But that's where I got that from. And Pristin. Sonamu. Brave Girls, the 2 albums that I have, really like. Especially the Rollin' one. And WJSN. They've kind of been going back and forth between really cutesy concepts and then concepts or things that I like. So I just keep supporting them, even if it's like a concept or something that I don't really like. But I really like the group Dreamcatcher. I was surprised that I liked them. They started off cutesy and then they went this witch concept. That's when I noticed. And then like 9 Muses, which are now 4 Muses, I think. I think it's now just 4. And then G-Friend. Ooh, Card. We need more co-op groups. Co-ed groups. Because Card is killing it. And I'm loving this like male-female group thing. Then we got Sunmi. And then nothing for Blackpink, but I have a sleeve ready and prepared. They've only released the Japanese album. I don't know why they haven't released a Korean album. I think they should, but they haven't. Alright, what's next? 101. This binder is 100% custom. 101's all custom sleeves. Well, except for that 9-pocket one. That's not customed. But I loved it. The one thing I learned, though, that I'll never do again is make all of them have their own design. That was a nightmare. Trying to give each member their own design. I was never again. Too much work. Plus trying to make an Etsy page thing for each one. It's easier just giving you one option. But I'm almost done with it. So I think I'm just missing really Daniels. And then maybe one more, but I love this album. I think this one's still my favorite. Probably because Burn It Up. Burn It Up is still on this album. That's like my favorite 101 song. Oh yeah. I've owned like probably 5 from this album, and yet I have all the sleeves. They're prepped and prepared. But I think it's funny because I start flipping through. I'm like, I know I have at least 2 transparent cards. Now the problem is finding them because I have the white cards so that the transparents pop out. Oh, Daniel's, thank God I got his. His are always expensive and hard to get. And then I love that I did like a little shakery piece because as you flip through it, they'll kind of move. I loved it. Love it. But yep, the only other one I haven't done is the last one. I've been thinking about making a custom sleeve for it. If you think I should, just definitely leave it in the comments down below. I can definitely come up with something cool. Definitely gold though. Definitely gold. Alright, there's 101. What's next? Oh yeah, so this one's basically my disbanded groups or groups that I'm not going to collect anymore and don't release that often. So there's some groups like Boa. She's of course not disbanded, but she doesn't release as often as other groups do. So I put her in here and things like that. So, and like Boyfriend, I don't think they disbanded, but they're in here. They just don't release that often. History. I was so sad when I found out they disbanded. Like, I loved their music. It was so alternative. It wasn't like their normal pop style music. I wish they'd come back. That Him album was so good too. And then like Super Junior, I don't really like all the members. He Chill is basically my favorite, so if anything, I'll probably just collect his. I think Cross Gene's just about to release one too, and I think they said Casper left. I know he was on the unit, but he seemed off when he was on the unit. Like, it didn't seem like he was just trying to get attention or something, be funny. It just felt a little fake, in my opinion, but need that screen time to stay popular, don't you? Boyfriend did really, really good too. Their leader. I can't think of his name. His name escapes me right now. But he did really, really good too. I thought he was about to make it in the debut group. FT Island, CN Blue. Oh, they make me think of that group, The Rose. I backed them on that Make Star thing too. I'm so excited for their album. That's why I haven't ordered the album, because I'm assuming it's the same one that was for the Make Star project. But I'm really excited to get my Make Star stuff. Alphabet. And JBJ. JBJ's basically in here because they're gonna disband shortly. I think they're making their last album and then that's it. They did okay. I think their first album was my favorite out of all the ones so far. Well, the 2. I wish My Name would come back. I wonder what's going to happen with Madtown. Because I know one of them ended up making it onto the unit group. But it's like, once it's over, Madtown's disbanded. There's like really no group to go back to. I think they should come up for Romeo. They need a female group called Juliet. And then do co-ed group stuff. Like albums or tracks. Because every time I think of Romeo, I'm always like, Juliet. Because the Shakespeare play. Alright, so we got the Got7 star cards. I was beyond flabbergasted when I got the number 2 card. I had to double check it. It is authentically signed. I thought it might have been like a stamped signature, but it's not. And I'm very happy it's Mark. He's my bias wrecker. And Jackson, of course, is my number 1. But I do love these. I kind of do and don't want more groups to do like a star card set. I love it because it's something very different. It's very creative, especially Got7's cards are very like unique. Each one's, you know, get your watercolor set, you've got like a black and white set, you got a bunch of different things, and they're all really, really pretty. But it's like, I don't want people to go crazy with it. I know a couple other groups did it too. I think Big Bang's got a set. I think Super Junior's got a set, and TVXQ, I think they have a set too, but... And then, of course, Infinite has their Volume 1 and 2 sets. So I'd probably say Volume 2 is my favorite out of the two. But they're still nice. I'll probably finish collecting number 2 before I finish the first one. But these sleeves kind of get so wrinkly. I mean, you can probably kind of see how wrinkly they end up looking, but I end up putting some card numbers in here just to make it easier to, like, when I'm flipping through, find out where the card I have goes quicker. And then usually I keep a post-it note on the cover, which lets me know which cards I'm still missing. It's a long list because I probably only bought 1, maybe 2 little packages when I got these, but I want to buy more to help me get through the set, but it's just not worth it. It's like, you get so many duplicates and then everyone already has those, so they're the worst to sell. You might as well just, I don't know, that's probably why I'm selling mine so cheap, because you just want to get rid of it. It's taking up too much space. But it's nice that they kind of give you the photos at the very end too, so you can kind of know what the cards are all supposed to look like. There it is. And then at the end, you'll notice I kind of set it on its side. With how these ring styles are, I'll kind of curve up the stuff in the back. So I want it to all lay flat and nice and kind of not warp at all. So I kind of push it back down to lay it down. But here it is, Volume 2, my favorite of the 2 anyways. Because they have such cool looking cards. And then the hardest ones to get have been the ones with the eyes. You can kind of see it. I only have 2 of them, but they've been really, really hard to find. I know someone's selling one on eBay for like $75. I'm like, dude, I don't know who's gonna pay $75 for a photo card. I think I got mine for like $15. And I was like, thank you. I'll pay that price. But the star cards are probably going to be the last thing I collect. I just thought I'd flip through them anyways, just because I haven't gone through them in forever. And I have gotten a couple cards. I just sometimes don't put them in with my haul videos and things like that. But I love that they're double-sided, so you almost are getting double the cards and everything like that. And then I do put them in a protective sleeve into these ones because I don't think these are archival or anything like that. So I want to make sure my cards stay safe and protected. But yeah, I like them. But that is pretty much it for all of my photo cards. I hope you guys kind of enjoyed seeing my entire collection. It is quite a lot, but I hope you guys, like I said, enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and share, and until the next video, bye guys!